joins Sellers in the backfield on first down, the Arkansas transfer. Inside handoff through the A-gap, and Sanders bolts ahead to the 30. Peyton Page, the tackle, and a 5-yard gain for head coach Shane Beamer. On 2nd and 5. Pressure. Sellers escapes. Still on his feet. What a maneuver! LaNorris Sellers into Clemson territory. Dragged down from behind to the 31.
On the inside, not just by Peter Woods, but by the entire defensive line. A great stunt, and this should be sack. Game over. 4 guys are on the quarterback, but this is not just any quarterback.
What he was able to accomplish at Arkansas before arriving in Columbia. He's been a leader for this offense and this football team. Tripped up across the 25. It'll be 3rd and 1. TJ Parker, the tackle. Nick Harburg goes in motion. Sanders. Patient run, picks up the first into the red zone. Pocket collapsing. Sellers going to be brought down. The ball popped out. TJ Parker crashing the pocket. No signal yet. And an early turnover. Clemson gets the football. Was crashing down to the turf.
And that gives him his 10th sack of the season. It's one thing to win in your one-on-one. It's a whole other thing to finish. TJ Parker has excellent hands, and those hands get the offensive lineman's hands off of him, and those hands also force the forced fumble. That early miss in the game.
His struggles well documented. Quick strike, Antonio Williams. Escapes one tackle. Not the second, ahead of the 40. It's a first down. Jalen Kilgore.
Explosion on the outside.
Empty backfield. Klubnik back to the air. And the dump off to Maffa. Scampers out after a pickup of 4. Their defense steps up to the table on the ensuing possession. LaNorris Sellers gets it back. Here's the screen. Rocket Sanders to the edge. And a big play on first down. Sanders darting across the 35 and a gain of 20.
Clemson win early, even though they didn't finish. And so what does Dow Loggins, offensive coordinator for South Carolina, do? He says, okay, if y'all want to win in the pass rush, we'll let you win a violent and physical pass rush.
First completion for Sellers. Sanders, full head of steam. Chopped down to the 40, a gain of 4. Larvadan in motion. Gamecocks need 6. Sellers delivers. And that's a chain mover. Larvadan from that slot position on 3rd and 6 picks up 8.
So it's going to be difficult to bring down LaNorris Sellers if you don't finish at the ball.
Campbell went in motion. Sanders to the edge again with a stiff arm. Lassoed down by Sammy Brown. Gain of 6. It'll be 3rd down again for South Carolina. On 3rd down, here's Sellers. Buys some time and a little more. To the edge, he's got to go, and I don't think so. Shoved out well short of the line to gain by Sammy Brown. And Sammy, he's going to lose a yard. And considered one of the top punters in America. End over end over the head of Antonio Williams. It checks up inside the 5. And a pathway at that point. Tigers get it back. Klubnik goes deep. Off the carom and grabbed by Bryant Westco Jr.
And he was covered, Roy. Like, this ball probably shouldn't be thrown. Judge Collier is all over Bryant Westco Jr. Bryant Westco Jr. and Cade Klubnik do not care. That's elite level concentration.
He's meant everything for this offense and their big play potential. Klubnik, quarterback draw, and sniffed out by TJ Sanders.
You watch him on tape, he does a really good job with his hands. This time, watch his eyes. He's essentially spying the quarterback coming back in.
Not a sack on the rushing attempt by Klubnik. It's 3rd down and 9. Penalty marker flies. Could be a free play. On the back shoulder to TJ Moore. And he hauls it into the Gamecock 30. And it paid off.
So from one freshman to another, not quarterback. No, that's the other freshman receiver, TJ Moore from Tampa, Florida. 6'3", 200 pounds from Key West. And once again, we heard it from Dabo Swinney. He says, man, I like my receivers in this matchup.
After a gain of 28, Antonio Williams to the edge. Cuts it back and bolts ahead. Heeman Worry, the tackle. Williams picked up 8.
You have to be able to get your eyes around and win when the ball's in the air.
Maffa on second down, didn't need much. Stopped at the line to gain by Knight. And that's enough to move the chains. Maffa motions out. Klubnik into the flats. Williams. And swallowed up quickly by Fortune. Shane Beamer, year 4. Gamecocks get it back. And the shuffle back to Sanders is stopped inside the 3.
Sound weird to say, but this is the most critical drive of the game. And why do I say that? It's the first quarter. But when you're backed up in a game of field position.
Shane Beamer, if you didn't know any better, just a Sunday stroll in the park somewhere. Ultra calm. Nothing is going to rattle Gamecocks head coach after the loss of 7 to end the first quarter.
It gets loud and the crowd gets involved.
Sellers delivers. That's a strike. Pass is caught well short of the line to gain. Barreling out of bounds, Josh Simon. Or South Carolina's opportunities as well.
And Vanderbilt's a team that loves to play with the lead.
Klubnik floats one deep as Williams. Double coverage. Hauled in again. Kilgore and Smith had him sandwiched.
Third different explosive play by the third different receiver. This time it's not the freshman. This time it's the... Clemson has a chance to get in at large.
Here's Maffa with a cut and an explosive move. Stopped by Bam Martin Scott. And even later tonight in the rough and rugged Big 12. Klubnik's going to take off. Klubnik with a touchdown. And the Tigers strike first in Death Valley.
We talked with Dabo Swinney. He said there needs to be a change at times from Cade Klubnik to be from a quarterback to a weapon.
Here's Sellers. Clean pocket. Delivers. Harbor. And he'll punish his way for a first down. The track star.
Harbor and the rest of these receivers are going to get open.
Tigers show a 4-3 alignment, and there goes Attaway into Clemson territory. A burst off the bench for the transfer from North Texas. Give him 21.
Finds a way to find the hole, and this defense loves to play a lot of man-to-man. The issue with man-to-man is when you get out of your gap, get displaced from their gap, and that's where the run was able to pop.
Already 75 rush yards. Attaway will add to that tally. Inside the 35, a gain of 4 more. And especially for the Gamecocks with a win today in Death Valley, we shall see. Attaway tripped up and stopped at the 29 by Woodass. So a gain of 4 more. It'll be 3rd and short.
There's 3rd and short situational football. Got to execute up front.
7 in the box for Clemson. Attaway straight ahead, churning the legs. And the drive stays alive. Barrett Carter able to bring him down.
So the offensive line so far, led by Rashawn Lee, has done a great job of creating space.
After 4 straight runs, Sellers stays alive. Sellers inside the 10. Tumbling towards the front pylon. And the signal is a touchdown. The freshman quarterback reached the end zone. Magnificent.
Brilliant. That's brilliant.
On first down, Maffa. Klubnik in the backfield. His first big play. And ushered out of bounds short of the 40. Gain of 14. Klubnik now 7 of 9 passing, over 130 yards. Maffa still on his feet. And a gain of 6 on 2nd and 10. Kilgore. He thought Terrell would be just fine in coverage against Harbor. Crossing route, and it is corralled. That's enough for a first down. Jared Brown in traffic. Clemson showing pressure. Woodass on the move, and Sellers going to be dropped at the 30. A loss of 3.
But also keep your eye on Peter Woods on the inside, number 11. So Woodass comes through free, but Peter Woods uses his hands.
In the city of Columbia, it's been my mission to try and give back.
Yeah, great story, especially this week of Thanksgiving. Wesco bottled up quickly. It'll be 3rd down and long. Bam Martin Scott. That's a loss of 3. This rivalry matchup. Off the draw. Jay Haynes crossing the 20. And brought down by Fortune. Best starting field position by 16 yards for South Carolina. In a tied game. Sellers wants to keep it and run with it. He cannot. Shoved out. And that was Cade Klubnik. And a loss of 4. Well, the goggles are off, but the composure has been on point. It's redshirt freshman season. Swing pass. Brown waiting for the convoy. Spun down hard near midfield. Riley confirmed to us yesterday it was informative, educational, and he felt like it was necessary. Maffa spun down after a gain of 5. And fundamentals preached to us by Shane Beamer and Dabo Sweeney. Williams in traffic, picks up the first. 3rd and 5, a gain of 9, and the drive begins there.
Now turn it up a little bit.
Tigers with more of a sense of urgency. Klubnik takes off. And across the 30, Knight brought him down. It's a gain of 6 more. It's the second time in the last 20 minutes we had a first 15 minutes without a single point scored. TJ Moore dives down. Clock will stop for a moment. That could be a factor. On the handoff, Maffa. Full head of steam. Stopped to the 44 by Martin Scott. Nashville, Tennessee with the Volunteers. Vanderbilt Commodores, especially for fans of both of these teams. TJ Moore, the quick slant. And a gain of 9. Collier brought him down, and we'll check in with Taylor Davis.
Yeah, they have the opportunity to do it here on this first drive. Specifically wants to see some spark plays created with the receiving group. He felt like they really showed out well in the first half.
For Klubnik, 157 yards as Maffa checks out. And here comes TJ Moore. Late shove out of bounds, no penalty marker. Gain of 5. Clemson only 2 of 7 on 3rd down. Gamecocks showing pressure. Here it comes. Klubnik delivers quickly. And that's a chain moving completion to Bryant Wesco Jr. Scoop and score early. Klubnik steps ahead again to the edge. And Klubnik racing out of bounds. Rolled down to the 35. An outstanding block by Jay Haynes, a freshman running back.
To Phil Maffa, but what was even bigger, this is supposed to be a shot play, and so Cade Klubnik turned into a weapon. We talked about it. Nothing's there on the shot.
Cade Klubnik recruited by Shane Beamer during his time at Oklahoma in the Midwest. Brenningstool. First grab for Clemson's tight end inside the 30. Kilgore the tackle. And a gain of 6. You wondered if that would creep up today. It has. And Haynes, his replacement, driving the legs ahead of the 25. We've seen quarterback run out of this formation. Not this time. A quick strike, Williams. And one defender miss into the red zone. And on 1st and 15, a gain of 12, maybe 13. Off the field under his own power moments ago. Snap in the red zone. Klubnik's going to take off quickly. Klubnik into the end zone for the touchdown.
Decisions. This is an RPO look, and the RPO was not open. Notice the eye. So the quick decision, as soon as it's not there, you tuck it and go. So great decision making by quarterback Cade Klubnik. Nothing's available early. You take what's there, and then you don't try to extend the ball out of the end zone. No, you protect it. Was the #1 high school recruit. So this team is young defensively, but they're gaining exposure and experience.
Here's Sanders with a crease and some power. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Rocket Sanders. Brown motions out, is wide open on the wheel. Jared Brown with a first down. Back in the lineup for head coach Shane Beamer. They'll set up the screen. Sanders broke one tackle, now two. Ball is stripped from behind. Who got it? Avion Terrell forced the fumble. Clemson recovers.
Turnovers are what are going to determine this game. Avion Terrell punches the ball out, then rips it away, and recovered by Barrett Carter, the Nagurski Award finalist. Taking the ball away, and so that's what we're seeing.
Vilmafa back on the field. Play action. The slant route is there. That's going to be a first down and a lot more. Brian Wesco stumbles in South Carolina territory, a gain of 23.
Texas swagger, a little bit of that elusiveness. Yes, he's a freshman, but he has so much confidence. Wesco's doing his thing.
Empty backfield, Antonio Williams. Sidestepped one defender, twisting out of bounds inside the 40. Would be about a 54-yard field goal attempt from here. Here's Klubnik. Had a crease in his bent backwards awkwardly. Alex Huntley and TJ Sanders. It isn't up for a first down. Wesco in motion. Klubnik fell down, and what was going to be a trick play, it is blown up.
Yeah, an unforced error. So, yes, Vilmafa was down, but he did not have firm control of the football. And so as we're looking and saying, okay, he's trying to pitch it back. No, that's a backwards pass, essentially a fumble, because there's no control. But remember, we talked about the turnovers in this game are going to be critical.
The tip of the ball in one hand as he tried to push it backwards. So I think that's a good overturn.
Attaway on first down for South Carolina. Racing towards midfield, a gain of 7. And momentum back on the side of the Gamecocks.
So let's see if a bad thing happens for the D.
Brown goes in motion on 3rd and 3. Pocket collapsing. Sellers escapes again. There he goes, LaNorris Sellers. First down by about half a yard. He slides in safely after a very clean start. Here's Klubnik again. Williams wide open. Came back for it. And lassoed down to the 38 by Kilgore. So again, Clemson short passing game.
6 passes on the last drive. There's balance.
Vilmafa straight ahead. It was 2 years ago. South Carolina eliminated 2 teams from playoff contention late. Tennessee, second year after coming in from TCU. Maffa straight ahead. Didn't need much. He'll push the pile across the 45, and Alex Huntley stopped him.
These other rivalry games, Ohio State, Michigan, big time.
Klubnik on first down, going to be gobbled up and driven down. Bam Martin Scott, and a loss of 10.
Great job by Martin Scott winning on the inside. He beats Ryan Linthicum at center. Linthicum's going to look to the left.
Clemson 4-4 on 3rd down in the second half. They need 22 here. Klubnik steps up and across the middle. Maffa's going to get back to the 45. Knight stopped him after a gain of 10. God, thank you. A big game with playoff ramifications as the Gamecocks get it back. Nick Harbor shoved out by Khalil Barnes, and the Gamecocks on the move.
Yeah, Nick Harbor is 6'5", 235, but what's more important is the pocket piece. There's not too much pressure, so Harbor has time.
Clemson in need of a Syracuse upset victory over Miami to punch its ticket to the ACC championship next weekend. Sellers to the edge and is spun down out of bounds by Jaden Lucas.
In that matchup.
2nd down and 6. Rocket Sanders held in check recently. Until now, he rumbles into Clemson territory. Den off the tackle, a gain of 10. 6 plays of 20 yards or longer so far for the Gamecocks. Sellers back on the ground, and another first down. Tripped up at the 32 by Mickens, a gain of 14.
Getting the ball into their best player's hands, LaNorris Sellers takes that quick glance, and then he follows his guard. If I'm Dow Loggins, offense coordinator, I would go back to it sooner than later.
73 yards rushing today for Sellers. Rocket Sanders kept the legs moving, driving his way for a gain of 5. Attaway back on the field for the Gamecocks. Sellers again Go back to the well one more time. And LaNorris Sellers bullies his way to the 15. Here's Sellers across the middle. Intercepted at the 10. Khalil Barnes broke on the football. Clemson gets it back. Score a year ago in Columbia. That was the difference. A big one here.
Well, he switched his number to number 7.
Like this, it may be with what we've seen from both sides defensively. Maffa bangs his way ahead across the 10. After a gain of 4, we'll set up the tunnel screen. TJ Moore. Stopped by Tonka Hemingway.
Change field position, so don't beat yourself.
Sellers wants to run. Dancing across the line of scrimmage. Still on his feet. Dragging a Clemson defender. That was Lewis out of bounds.
He's not human, Roy. I mean, Peter Woods is right there. And there's nothing. RJ Mickens is there. There's nothing. I mean, this guy just does the same thing.
His career long of 46 on the way, and Herrera makes it a 4-point game. Crunch time in Clemson. Sellers, screen. Sanders, Rocket Sanders taking off.
Screen plays. The reason why is that pass rushers get a chance to get upfield, number 1. Number 2, you get easy yards. The easy yards are important, but that number 1 piece means that
pressure. Gamecocks block it initially. Sellers escapes to the edge, and a first down. LaNorris Sellers rumbling his way to the 25.
It's not fair. LaNorris Sellers is not fair. He's a cheat code. I mean, he should have been sacked again and again and again, and then as soon as he puts his head down to run, you know that you're not stopping him. I mean, pretend if you want to pass again, but let Sellers sell.
Off the slant, dangerous throw. It's caught. Close to another first down. It was Luke Doty. Here's Sanders, bottled up, driven down at the line. TJ Parker met him in the hole. Second down. Time for Sellers. Eludes the pressure. There he goes. LaNorris Sellers again to the end zone. He made it.
But he's keeping receipts. LaNorris Sellers is him. All game long, all season long, he has been putting the team on his back. 5-game winning streak coming into this game. Was injured earlier in the season. Nearly beat LSU, got hurt late in that game. But he just sees the field, but not just the field. He sees and feels the pass rush. When the ball's in his hands.
Nolan Hooser is long in the field goal department. 51 this year. That came at Pittsburgh. Brenningstool ahead to the 48.
Earlier this time, there's calm.
Klubnik again delivers a strike and another first down. TJ Moore and a gain of 12. Drama in Death Valley. Brenningstool again. Stopped at the 23 by DQ Smith. 2 plays before a potential field goal attempt. Klubnik buys some time. It wasn't picked up. Was it intercepted? It was. Knight picked it up. Off the fingertips of Maffa.
Guy who's been putting the team and the defense on his back. Unbelievable job. Going to see a tip pass, but Knight gets his hands underneath, keeps the ball from hitting the ground, and that's what leaders do. You may not do all the talking. When the plays are available to be made, you make them. Unbelievable job by Demetrius Knight, the leader of the Gamecocks.
He's married, has a family, and he just made the play of his life for South Carolina. The Gamecocks find a way on the road, 17-14 the final.